Hello, I'm Edward Parsons. Today I will be reviewing the main theme to one of my favorite games of all time, Attila Total War. Now, for this track, I will be dividing it up into three parts. Part 1 being from the beginning to the 45-second mark, Part 2 from the 45-second mark to the 1 minute 35-second mark, and Part 3, the 135-second mark to the end. I hope you enjoy.
Here began the fall of Rome.
Now, part 1 of the track begins with the neighing of a horse in the background, faint throat singing, which to me is completely illegible. It sounds like it's being sung from a distance, and yeah. And it also introduces the Mauryan War to the track, an instrument that is commonly used by the nomadic peoples of Mongolia and other parts of the world where I believe the Huns came from. And I believe this part of the track to represent the storm on the horizon. The nomads are coming. They're marching their way towards the civilized Western world. And the slowness of the track just represents the buildup of the tension. You don't know what's coming, but you know it's bad.
But their borders were threatened, for a great storm raged in the east. One by one the tribes scattered as seeds in the wind.
Part 2 of the track begins with the introduction of a drum beat and actual eligible throat singing. They're actually saying stuff now, and through all the research I've done, I believe this is the Dag Kargyara style throat singing. Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong, but I believe this, with the upping of all the other instruments' volume, I believe this represents the nomads, the Huns, the people of the steppes. They're on Rome's border now. They are on the border of the civilized Western world, and all hell's about to break loose. I believe the drum beat represents both armies marching to meet them and peoples fleeing them. More specifically, the Germanic peoples such as the Vandals, the Ostrogoths, the Visigoths, the Alans, and just what represents the general upheaval of the era. Now with part 3 of the track, everything gets up. The drum beat gets steadily heavier, the string instrument gets a little heavier, the throat singing becomes very erratic and, to me, sounding pretty harsh. And I believe this represents the all-out tension of the era, the explosion of violence that could occur at a moment's notice. And now I believe the drum beats actually represent armies marching to meet them. Hunnic armies going into enemy lands to burn and pillage. Roman armies marching out. And Germanic kingdoms such as the Ostrogoths, the Vandals, trying to find a new home in distant lands. Now, towards the end of the track, things start to slow down. We get a gradual decline of everything until it just fades. And I believe this is representative of the fall of Rome. The fall of Rome is imminent, and it's on the horizon now. Nothing can stop it.